finally made our way to Cripple Creek to this historic railroad. And man, I picked up a pamphlet and there is so much information that we can learn about. There's mines, there's deer, there's history of Cripple Creek. Man, there's a lot to learn here. I should probably talk to somebody who's in charge. Maybe a conductor? I mean, the gift shop has candy, railroad train. Let's talk to the conductor. Candy will be there when I finish.
Highlighting the best in our area, Southern Colorado Life with Ryan Nelson.
I have been a conductor here for 1 week, actually. We are just opening our season, starting fresh. My experience has been wonderful. We have plenty of families coming out of all ages from all across the world, and we get to see the prettiest views in Cripple Creek, Colorado. My favorite part of the train experience has got to be looking over Echo Valley. That's where you get a really great view of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, and they are just absolutely stunning. What caught my surprise when I first started working here is we operate in rain or sunshine, so don't let the bad weather affect your routes. Come out anytime and any weather and come have some fun on the train tracks. You can expect to get your mind blown away by spectacular views, the Old West feeling of being on the train tracks, and also learning a lot about the history in Cripple Creek, Colorado. My role here as a conductor is to make sure everybody gets on board on time by yelling a big "all aboard" to the crowd, and making sure that we're seated safely and that we are departing on time. I am your certified timekeeper for this operation. My favorite interaction is with all the young children who come into our gift shop and buy those little horn whistles or our conductor hats and just have a truly amazing time. Big smiles all the way around and popcorn for days. My favorite part of the train has got to be the locomotive. That thing is pushing steam all over the place, and you're going to see it especially well in the mountainside hills we travel through. We are open from Memorial Day weekend until the first weekend of October, so be sure to come out, buy some tickets, and have a great time out here on the railroad tracks. We'd love to see you. I was inspired to be a train conductor for my love of the outdoors. I wanted to be outside, surrounded by the prettiest views in Cripple Creek, Colorado, and I really enjoy being out here in the Wild West. I am not a Cripple Creek local. I'm very close by in Woodland Park, only a short 40-minute drive. You can expect to see a lot of beautiful views as well as learn about the rich history of our gold mining town in Cripple Creek, Colorado. Our fan favorite attraction is the locomotive itself. We have a great time on the railroad tracks and we enjoy our time out there. Now we all know that Colorado has some amazing views, but Cripple Creek, Colorado has the best around, so be sure to come out and check it out.
Welcome to our gift shop. So right behind me is our Christmas section. We always have Christmas year-round here, so you can come and get all your train Christmas ornaments. On this side of my shop, we like to keep it all Cripple Creek. So any Cripple Creek hoodies, any Cripple Creek t-shirts, magnets, that's what you'll find on this side. We also have our Cripple Creek and Victor Narrow Gauge Railroad penny machine. On this side, we have a bunch of our children's books, and then we also have our town favorite, which are our Cripple Creek donkeys. So you will see a bunch of those stuffed animals all over the store. When you walk here, we have water and milk magic. So we sell milk and water. If you need rapid hydration for quick electrolytes, we have straws for those. And then if your kid needs some milk, but it has a fuss over it, you can just put a straw in there and it can taste like cookies and milk. Continuing on, we still have a bunch of Cripple Creek on this side. Then when you come back here, this is our entire kids section. So we go from anywhere from infant to youth. We even have toddler hats. We got all the railroad hats on top there. And then I think one of our best sellers is definitely our big trains up top. Those definitely go. Then you can't forget about our wonderful puppet machine back here. Before you get onto the train, we always like to keep as many refreshments as possible, so we have a variety of candies, ice cream, we have popcorn, and then we have a variety of drinks there as well. Continuing on, this is our railroad side. So we will still have donkeys throughout the store. This side we have a bunch more of our souvenirs, trinkets, train themed. We have a bunch of our property, sweaters and t-shirts. And then on this wall we have a bunch of our shot glasses that always sell out super fast. And that gold I was talking about earlier is right here. Continuing on, this is our fan favorite shirt and hoodie right here. These are always the first ones to sell out, so make sure to come grab one while they last. And then if it ever gets too cold on the train, we always have a variety of blankets to keep you and your family warm.
This whole day has been a ton of fun, but we should definitely talk to one of the head ladies in charge here. Izzy, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well because this place has so much to offer. There's so much educational things going on here. Could you give us a little background on the history of this train?
So our owners, his name is Jim Birmingham. His dad actually bought this place a long time ago. He brought the locomotives in. First, it was just a little train track that went out and backed in. Since then, Jim and his dad have expanded it. We are now able to turn around out by the mine and we can come back. We talked about the history of Cripple Creek while you're riding a historic steam locomotive.
Now, before you started working here, how much did you actually know about Cripple Creek and this train?
So I grew up in town, went to school here, but the history that was taught here doesn't match up to some history that the locals will tell you. So when you come out onto the train and you hear everything that's being told on this train, it matches up to what the locals say, not what the actual history buffs are saying. So you're learning the true history on what's happening here.
Okay, now the history is so interesting. What would you say is your favorite part of this whole experience?
I personally love Echo Valley. So when you go out there, we blow the whistle and it just echoes back and you're like, wow, that is beautiful. Then they tell you why we used whistles back in the day. It was for either fires, warnings, lunch breaks, end of shifts, new shifts coming in.
We learn a lot about not only trains and how they work, but of course, Cripple Creek. And you said the owners bought this when?
Back in 1967 is when they started everything. So this year's our 59th season running.
1967. Are the trains that old themselves?
No, so some of the trains are older. The one that's running today, the Henschel that you guys are gonna take, was built in 1936.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1936, that means, is there Wi-Fi on these trains?
No.
No Wi-Fi, but you get an experience that takes you back in time, right?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, they're coal-fired, steam-powered. We try to keep as authentic as possible.
And the team that you have here is so wonderful. Can you talk about them?
I love my team here. My outside crew has been nothing but good this year. They're all smart, they learn quick, they're good with the customers, and my inside crew is the same way. They all like to talk to each other. They want to communicate with the customers that are here, so like if anyone comes up with any questions, we're more than willing to ask and answer them for them.
Now I want to transition to some of the visitors that are here. Even today, we talked to somebody who came from the UK, and I'm sure you've seen people from all over the world here, right?
I have most of my people come from the UK actually.
Really?
I'll have my normal, out-of-state visitors, but I feel like our most people that are attracted to our trains are from the UK.
Again, you've seen a ton of people come through here. What was your favorite experience with a customer?
My favorite is definitely when we have our big tour groups come out, and most of them are not even from the United States, and just watching their jaws drop seeing these trains amazes me. Because I'm like, you guys don't see them that often. I see it every day.
I think everybody's favorite part about any attraction is the gift shop. What can we expect when we go inside?
Well, you can buy your tickets at the gift shop, snacks, drinks. We sell fresh popcorn daily. We have a bunch of t-shirts, souvenirs, hoodies, almost anything anybody could be looking for. Our most popular item is definitely our t-shirts because we have the cheapest prices in town.
Okay, is there any gold in there that we can take?
There is actually.
Wow, now that is a huge selling point of going to the gift shop. So for everyone that's watching at home right now that wants to visit this place, where exactly are you located and what's your website?
So our website is www.cripplecreekrailroad.com, and we are located in Cripple Creek, 520 East Carr Avenue.
And what about social media?
And then social media, you can find us on Facebook at Cripple Creek and Victor Narrow Gauge Railroad, or Instagram at Cripple Creek Railroad.
You've really sold me on this whole experience, from the gift shop to the train and the history. I'm super excited. Now, we get to actually go on the train and take the ride. Let's check it out.
They're not too difficult of engines to operate and maintain. We get here about 8 o'clock in the morning. We do steam it up, get the fire going, go through and grease everything, oil everything up, coal up if we need to, make it nice and shiny. There's days we will go through and brush the flues out and clean all that stuff out as well too. They do get suited up from the coal. But they're not too terrible. They're good, reliable machines. One trip we'll burn about 2 5-gallon buckets of coal. We pull them out of service every 30 days, and we'll switch between the other trains we have here. We'll go through, we'll fix anything that needs to be fixed. We'll clean out the boilers, clean out the smoke boxes, the fire boxes, etc. But as far as maintenance, there's really not much that breaks on them. Really, we're only running 7 times a day, and we're keeping a speed about 5 to 6 miles an hour, so not much wear and tear on it. So you'll learn about the gold rush days with Bob Womack coming up here searching for gold. We'll talk about the fires in 1896 that pretty much burned the whole city down, along with how Cripple Creek got its name by Levi Welty. We do talk about a lot of the mines that are out here, a lot about the current mine that's out here.
What would you say is the most fun part of your job?
Running the train. It's very fun. Never thought in a million years I'd be operating a train. Swing on out to Cripple Creek Victor Narrow Gauge Railroad. Take an experience on our narrow gauge railroad here. Learn some history and see some sights.
Wow, Izzy wasn't lying. The gift shop has some great candy. I love nerds. You want one? No? Okay. We've been here all day. You haven't said one word. Nothing. Anyways, head to Southern Colorado Life on KKTV.com. It's right at the top of the website, and you'll see more fun episodes of what we're doing, not only here in Cripple Creek, but all around Southern Colorado. We're having the time of our lives. Wish you could say the same thing, but you can't even move. I'm gonna finish my nerds, and I'll see you all next time. Enjoy yourself. Welcome back. June is Pride Month, so it's only right that we talk to one of the head honchos for Pikes Peak Pride. How are you, Justin Burns?
I'm good. How are you, Ryan?
I'm great, because this is something that our whole community loves, which is the Pride Parade. Now, could you give us some details on it?
Yeah, the Pride Parade is June 15th. That's a Sunday. It starts at 11 a.m. And this year, due to the construction on Tejon, We're actually going to be starting at America the Beautiful, the park, at Chimino Drive on Colorado, and then marching on Colorado, south on Tejon to the Pioneers Museum.
Okay, now for someone like myself, I'm fairly new to the area. What can I expect for a first timer at this event?
Yeah, for sure. You can expect on the 2-day festival, there's about 40 to 50,000 people. We've got 180 vendors, all LGBTQ supporters or different allies. We've got about 25 food vendors, so lots of good food. And then we've got the Absolute Pride Lounge, where you can get your drink on and watch the main stage as we've got, I don't know, about 100 different performers performing both days.
Wow, is there a performer that you're interested in seeing the most, if you can say that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Derek Barry from RuPaul's Drag Race. You know, everyone knows her, and she does a fantastic show. But, you know, we've got everything from national acts all the way down to local entertainment from like our friends at Icons.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, Pride means many things to many people, but what does it mean to you?
Yeah, you know, Pride is, for me, just finding who I was and accepting who I was and being able to live how I am. And, you know, growing up and I think living in a conservative household and even a conservative town, we feel as children we have to live in a certain way because of what we're told. We're told who to be, what to be, and we kind of build this jello mold of what we think we're supposed to look like. And sometimes life changes, you know. I was in an evangelical ministry and I was married to a woman and my life fell apart. And you know, I had to look in the mirror and say, either everything that I believe about myself is false, or there's a different reality here that I can accept to be true. And so Pride is finding that reality, loving yourself for who it is first, and then showing the world.
Wow, that was absolutely powerful. So all the information is on the screen right now for this Pride Parade. Thank you so much for your wonderful testimony, for setting up this event. Our community loves it.
Thanks, Ryan. We appreciate you.
All right, now coming up next, the owners of Icons. Now, after a quick change in our studio, we are excited to have the owners of Icons here, Josh and John Franklin Wolf. How are you all both?
How are we, John?
I'm doing so good. Thanks for having us today.
Now, we'll be honest, this is one of the more highly requested places to be on our lifestyle show, so we're super excited for you all to be here. But we also want to know, what can we expect for Pride Weekend with you all?
Yeah, so if people don't know, Icons is that gay bar with the singing bartenders, so you can always expect really high-level live performances. Our history was Broadway shows, so we did Broadway shows for 20 years in New York City, moved back to my hometown to open this queer celebratory space filled with live entertainment, and all of our bartenders are professional vocalists. So we're taking what we do and stepping it up a notch for Pride Weekend. There'll be live vocals, there'll be RuPaul Drag Race drag queens performing. We'll have drag bingo on Sunday. We'll have karaoke Sunday night, which I hear you're going to come to and sing for us, right?
I would love to, because we have coworkers who always go and never invite me. So I'm glad I got
It's your time, Ryan.
in the room. That is super exciting.
Yes.
And again, being fairly new to the area, I've heard great things about Icons, but could you tell us the journey of how you all started?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, so we opened during the pandemic in 2020, so you know we're not subtle people. And then we had a great 3 years, and then we lost our original home due to some smoke damage from a neighboring fire. So we were closed last Pride, which was really upsetting. Yeah. So this is our first year in a brand new space on Kiowa. It's bigger, better. We're so excited to celebrate Pride in our new home. So,
and we'll be in the parade on Sunday. We always have a really fun float. We've in the past, we've taken what we do inside of Icons and recreated it on a float.
And our whole staff
will be singing as we go down the street, and yeah.
Our whole staff will be performing both days on the main stage at Pride. So you can come hear us there and then come to the bar for a cocktail or mocktail after.
What songs can we expect?
Oh, well, we're anything from like Broadway to hip hop to, you know, we've got a wide range of talent. that we'll be showcasing both days.
Okay. So for one last time, for everyone that's watching at home, where exactly is Icon?
Yeah, it's 16 East Kiowa, so it's Kiowa between Cascade and Tejon.
Okay. Well, thank you both so much for coming. Pride weekend is here. If you're not going to be at Icons, I probably will without the invitations. Thank you so much for the invitation. We appreciate you both.
Thank you, Ryan.
Highlighting the best in our area. Southern Colorado Life with Ryan Nelson.